When he fled Ukraine in 2014, Viktor Yanukovych took all that he and his men could carry. They headed to Russia. Soon after, Ukrainian officials found $1.5 billion stashed offshore, and they froze it.
The day he ran away from the country, the entire Ukrainian treasury and its accounts had a few $1,000s. So the point is that entire treasury was robbed.
Today, Al Jazeera has discovered the Yanukovych clan is working closely with the Russian government. We obtained an unsigned copy of a secret deal, a plot to sell tens of millions of the frozen money.
Unbelievable. It sounds like an agreement between criminal bosses. You can sign it with your blood.
The document names two oligarchs as the buyers. One wanted in Ukraine, the other a Russian property magnate. But the seller is hidden behind an offshore shell company based at this law firm in Cyprus. Other bank documents and company records eventually led us to Moscow and to Sergei Kachenko, a gas tycoon who was Yanukovych's money man and the seller of the frozen assets.
He was given control of a chunk of the gas trade. He made a lot of money for himself, and then he cut back most of it then to his political patrons, which was, Yanukovych or Yanukovych's son.
Wanted in Ukraine and sanctioned in the US and Europe, he travels under armed guard in a multi-car convoy, rarely appearing in public. We tracked down his former chauffeurs, and they revealed his regular meetings with the Russian government.
We often drive him to the Ministry of Economic Development, the Ministry of Natural Resources, the National Space Agency.
Also the Russian presidential administration and state oil and gas firms. Aside from frozen assets, Ukraine's intelligence agency says Kachenko's trading oil, gas and coal in the conflict zones of eastern Ukraine, fueling corruption and conflict in a country that was once his own. Kachenko didn't respond to our request for comment. Will Jordan, Al Jazeera.